It's week 1 of the 2041 season, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Pioneers and the Riverhawks on Sunday night.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime-time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Well, Brock, we saw Week 1 begin on Thursday night, and now 2 more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock here at I'm Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to Week 1 across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it was the same feeling. Right? It was hope springs eternal. Even though it's the fall and the calendar's turned and it's Week 1, you're so hopeful of what lies.
It's been a great day of football to begin the season, and now it's time for our main event. We're off on Sunday night. And look at this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And leading them out, their rookie QB with some big throws on the horizon, no doubt, in his NFL debut.
I know we all got to see him aired out in the preseason, but we've been waiting, just waiting for his regular season debut to see him take that cannon of an arm and launch one deep. That arm talent's a big part. How they drafted him and are starting him right here in Week 1.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Running back sent in motion. Pass play on 1st and 10. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be a first down. One of the tight ends motioning right. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Complete out to the right side. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. If you don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. They'll throw it. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? And it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. So they come on offense now, ready for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by their 4th-year quarterback.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. all has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Pioneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber of defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Called in left side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. There's a give up the middle. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season, and they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. They give it to him again. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play.
And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Pioneers parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
PAT effort coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Pioneers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
Yeah, and what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll give him a 1st down. Give now to the running back. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 10. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Working inside the red zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Riverhawks cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Riverhawks tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. The offense getting set to go. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Cut out left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. Buys time, rolling right. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give him a first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
1st and 10, looking to throw. He won't be able to make the catch. It's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. It's caught, McLaughlin. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway. We wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Simple dive up the middle. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Throwing on 2nd and 6. He's got it! And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
They'll try and punch it in. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Pioneers break the tie here in the 1st. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Pioneers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. He's stopped on the return at the 27. That outruns their offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again following the sack. He's got a man left. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He's going to throw this one. Setting up the screen. Space past the 35. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. That's the end of the first quarter and our first Sunday night game of the season. It's a 14-7 game. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. From the 41. That throw behind his intended target. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings them to 3rd down. Back to throw. Finds a man right side. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Pioneers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. To throw it on 1st down. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking for a throw here. That's incomplete left side. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Setting up a throw.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt goes 63 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punch, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
When that play caller decides run-pass option, you're not thinking a sack, especially on 3rd down. Give it and run it. And if you're going to throw it, boy, you got to get the ball out of your hands.
And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. It's a new set of downs for them at the 32. To the air now on 1st and 10. Complete out to the right. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
That's a cut for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And they'll have 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to the air here. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Now outruns their offense to take over. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Play action on 1st down. It is caught left side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Dump off caught by his back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
41-yard line.
To throw here on first down. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Scooped up by the defense. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, Kate, defenders today are taught, don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
Now this offense getting set to work here. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Throwing now, following the turnover. Pressure's on him, and it gets home. He's dropped. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know, in baseball, they call tip of the cap. I'll tip my cap at that pitcher. I'll tip my cap at that guy that just outdueled me. And sometimes as a QB, against a rush like that, you just tip your cap and you take the sack.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one doesn't go far. They pick up a single yard, still well behind the sticks for this third down. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down. He's dropping back to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a quarterback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys got a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. Here comes their offense out again. They gave one away on their first drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. Tight end gets it running forward. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's second and inches. They go play action here. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Nearly intercepted. Oh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up third down.
It's now third down and less than a yard.
He'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
On first down, they'll run. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7. So it's the 2-minute warning from Honolulu. The River Hogs pushing for points. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's a throw. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Working quickly here. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing now on first down. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
It's second down and 10.
He'll throw it yet again. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Has it downfield, working the left. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Riverhawks earn the chance to tie it before halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Riverhawks tie things up at 14. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. And we're down inside a minute to play in the half, but that's enough time to get a drive together. Motion man sent left. They'll throw on first. That one's complete, right side. And this one does not go far. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. From the 30 on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. So before they try it on 3rd and inches, a timeout's called. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Throwing it again here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They are throwing it again. Hits him on the in route. And they make the tackle at the 38. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. New set of downs for him at the 38. One final shot before halftime. And he stopped at the 31-yard line. So we're at halftime in our debut Sunday night contest of the year. Now we'll head back to the lower 48. Check in with Jonathan Coachman at our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the 2nd quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a 2nd game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Starting from the 5. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Riverhawks ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. They've got 1st down from the 31. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to the well again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Now they're whistling for a timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They're going play action. He fires one deep down the middle. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here's a handoff up the gut. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain on the play, and that brings up a tough decision for them on fourth down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead.
I know they love that golf adage. Drive for show, putt for dough, but it's awfully nice to drive for show and to have that kind of weapon in your back pocket.
Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Another drive coming up for this offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down. Blown back, it's the handoff. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Receiver in motion, going left. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
The Pioneers readying for the punt. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. They'll run here on 1st down. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. They're throwing it. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. The offense headed back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Back to throw now. And he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That swatted away, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two and third downs vertically. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Riverhogs are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They go play action on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's second down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week one as their medical staff heads out to check on him. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. This one goes for 3 yards. And that'll give him a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To throw it on first down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives them the first.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It is Cup, left side. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. Ball at the 33 for first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Another carry for him. He finds space into the red zone. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Best run games in this league have balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
From the red zone now. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
They send the tight end in motion. On 2nd and 4. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw it here. Chased out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Now this offense ready to head back out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They bring a tight end in motion right. Throwing now from the gun. That pass is caught by Bell. And he's brought down after a short gain. Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Dropping back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Punter on now, and he gets into this one. Breaks the tackle, still going. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Riverhogs back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Catch made over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job. Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Still sticking with the passing game. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Ole Miss rookie. And the Pioneers have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll throw to begin this drive. Called in left side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to have a first down. They motion the tight end over. Throwing from the gun here. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's still just a 1-score game as we resume play in the 4th. All right, here we go. Second down. He'll throw it. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's tackled for a short gain. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Now looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Throw left side, complete. Nothing doing there as he gets out of bounds, back at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Fell on the catch. And he gets this forward to the 19.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
To the air, 3rd and long. Sheds off a rusher. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And that will make it a field goal game.
Certainly a great job to hit this one. You can't help but think back, though, to the one he missed earlier, how this would be tied if he could have connected in. He's hoping they can find another way to score and maybe set him up to tie it.
And this drive will start inside the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Here's the handoff. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Pass play now. Throwing the out route complete.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
3rd down from the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. No return on that punt. And they'll begin this possession in just a moment. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. A give now from the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to drive up past the 40. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. They bring their tight end left. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. They'll run for this. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A tight end in motion now. To the air now on 1st and 10. He's marking won't risk something here. Just chucks it away.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Short pass brought in. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. They've got 1st down from the 31. They are throwing it again. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Cut out left. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 17. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're going to face 3rd down. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Throwing on 3rd and long. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. They'll run it from the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Takes off right out of the read option. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, And he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. That one's complete, right side. And he's only able to manage 1 yard. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here from Honolulu. River Hogs pushing to get within range for a game winner. Looking to throw. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Their offense ready to take the field now. The game really in their hands at this point, Brock. We're going to see whether it's a celebration coming up next or overtime. They put a receiver in motion right. Setting up to pass. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here he is to throw. It is caught left side. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense more good numbers well into this 2nd half. He'll look to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to throw. He's got a man left. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. To throw here on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Dump off caught by his back. And he's brought down for a loss. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. The River Hogs bringing out their punter. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they've got a long field ahead of them to begin this drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner. And now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see one possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first 2 possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win. What a season opener we're being treated to here, Brock, as the ball is teed up. Here we go in overtime. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense making its way back out now. They couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and help them finish the job right away in OT. First throw of overtime now. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 32. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield. Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And the fair catch made here at the 15. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll be backed up a good bit for this drive. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Pass play coming here. He's got the ball on the sideline. Ooh, difficult play, small gain, but it counts. 1st down.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
They'll motion a tight end left. They'll throw it again. They bring the pressure, and down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense has left its imprints all over the quarterback, and there's another one. You really can't hold it that long after the snap, Kate. It's 1,001, 1,002, and then somebody's on their way to getting you and dropping him for a sack.
Finds his man over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and long for him here. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab in bounds.
Get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. This offense ready to get going again now. Each offense has had a chance to score now, Brock. Neither one could, so we're into sudden death. The next score wins it.
And wouldn't it be great, Kate, if we saw one of these defenses just take a turnover back for the winning touchdown? Really just surprise everybody here. It'll be a little tougher to do now, though. Both offenses a little more settled in, and you've got to imagine a little more sense of urgency.
Room to work at the 35. And he's all the way forward to the 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 43. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They'll throw it. And the man is there to knock that away. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So 2nd down coming up. Right up the gut. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Takes the handoff, now to throw. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Their punter making his way out now. And this needs to be a good one. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11. This offense getting all set for this series. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. They send a receiver in motion right. To the air now on 1st and 10. Gets it to him on the screen. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
The give now out of the shotgun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They'll come up 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. McLaughlin's got it, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Ball at the 33 for first down. Plowing up the middle. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. The defense takes its third and final timeout. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to the well again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. Third down, 1 yard to go. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the... Oh, he lost the football. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And they'll be unable... Well, all reviews in overtime have to come from the Eagles, and we have one coming here. They want one more look at that play. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give them the lead.
So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Pioneers are winners as we say aloha from Honolulu.